Thank you. Thank you so much. I wanted to start either way by giving another hand for Diana because she's awesome. Only 11 years old. So it's hard to start a talk when the host says that you work in an industry which is already taking money away from people, etc. So I will start with a joke to clear things up. So there are two guys who meet after 10 years. They were mates in high school, and one of the guys says to the other one that, hey, you look really well. Hey, the other person says, you don't look the same way. You look really sad. Why is that? I say, hey, the guy says, I have some issues back at home with my family, with the kids. You know how hard it is to get everything running correctly. What's your success story, man? He said, hey, a couple of years ago I bought an elephant. An elephant, he says. Why an elephant? This elephant is awesome. So this elephant clears up, he tidies the house, takes care of the garden, takes care of the kids, even helps the wife with the shopping. He said, my friend, this is something what I need to make it happen in my life as well. Sell me that elephant. I said, the guy says, no, it's not for sale. Okay, come on, I give you 100,000 euros, okay? Sell it to me. Okay, if you say 100,000 euros, it's okay, I will sell it to you. 10 years after that, the two guys meet up again, and the guy who was sad is much sadder. And the happy person asks him, hey, why the long face? I said, hey, what the hell, sorry for my language, did you sell me? This elephant has kicked stuff around the house, beat up my kids, my wife is not happy. What did you sell me? And the guy comes back to him and says, with that attitude, you will never sell that elephant. So this is how reputation actually works. So people talk about having a reputation as a company, but it's all about sales. So I have some notes here. Warren Buffett said that it takes 20 years to build a reputation and only 5 minutes to ruin it. So basically, your whole business can be ruined in just a flick of a second. Okay, so I will start with this question. The host today said that he wants to do some juggling and stuff like that, so we will be raising hands a lot today. So I would like to ask all of you a question. How many of you have Googled or searched on social media either of the speakers who are attending today? Raise their hands. Okay, that's good. So basically, these speakers who speak to you today have a biography, have a description online, which is also part of a global reputation management. It doesn't actually have to be a corporation. Like if you look it up online, what global reputation management means, it applies for corporations that have stock, they are listed on stock exchanges and do this via press releases. So I'm going to move forward. So where does reputation start? It starts from childhood, where I think everybody went to kindergarten, and there were always some groups of kids that were laughing at the other kid, and this is how it all starts. We are built this way. So once you start judging, that's when you become a consumer. As a company, you can take advantage of this judging by having a positive image in front of the customers. Coming from the gambling industry, we work really hard to provide transparency, responsibility. So it's really, really hard. It's not like selling some type of drinks or stuff like that. So we move forward to where does this setting the goal of a campaign or reputation management begin. So we continue with the exercises. Raise your hands if you already posted on your favorite social media that you're attending this TED event. Wow, see, that's reputation, that's all about. You could be at home in your pajamas right now, or having a picnic somewhere else, but your friends will say, hey, this guy has gone to the TEDx event in TERGUMURES, I will ask him what happened here. So that's basically part of your reputation as a person, not just as a company. So I will say a couple of things about me that I've learned over the years about studying how people actually work. I've started my career in working at a law office as a typist, but afterwards it got really interesting because I started working at a sex shop, which, why are you laughing? So basically, working at a sex shop, you will learn about how people are facing their fears, especially in a small town. You don't see that in the Western countries or large town, because even just by walking in front of that store, somebody will point fingers at you that you were there. Afterwards, I continued by working at a mobile phone store, selling mobile phones, where I met different people. So these guys were like coming up, why are you stealing because back then there were minutes and credits, why are you stealing our credits and stuff like that? And we were just standing there clueless, because there was a big company behind us who were doing the services, we were just the interface in front of the customer. So that's why I understood that you need to have a good press release management in terms of having difficulties. Sorry about that. So, I was talking to you about corporations and small companies. So, what do you understand in terms of boutique? Is it a small shop where you walk in and they have this polka dot, pinkish stuff and girls everywhere? Boutique is considered as a specialized small company which works on a segment, a niche, and is good at it, and it usually provides quality service. In terms of corporations, you have all these departments where everybody has their roles, but I will get to this later on. It's much more difficult to manage in terms of gathering and bringing new clients. This is because I don't know how many of you know what press releases are. Not that many. So press releases are basically sent out by companies letting their audience know that they have done something new or launched a new product. You can benefit out of this even if you're a small company starting up with selling socks or I don't know what, just by sending out press releases that you signed a new contract with a new friend or company. This can be done via social media, or you can start writing it your own. But make sure you always include a positive part about your company. Always have a description of your company included, because this, in the eyes of your clients, customers, partners, will stay there always. Okay, so in the digital era, meaning that you are not spreading these news about yourself via your friends, you are spreading them online. So the internet never forgets. After GDPR, it will forget. But you have that content online which will stay there in front of the public. And even if they Google your company, they will see your press releases. So I'm going back to that quote I said earlier from Warren Buffett. It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. You must avoid these press releases being sent too often or having none of the relevance in terms of your business. If you're working, selling PC hardware, you cannot send out press releases. I had a great coffee this morning and post something near it, because that's not relevant to your brand and people will move on. Exactly as I wanted to mention this, how many do you think will remember what Diana said earlier before? Maybe in a week or so. How many of you will remember 50% of that? See? That's how people move on from your brand. You have to be in front of their eyes every week, every month. And keep out of political talks, keep out of racial talks, be just like a TED presentation. Because basically, if you take either side in a discussion in your public life, you will definitely lose people, not gain more. So as I was telling you about the press releases, you need to find some good media partners as well. It's easy because there are lots of websites that are starting up with news and content. So you just search them online and ask them, hey, give me your logo and I will put it on our company website and you help us spread the news about our company. So I think that's it. I hope that you have learned something from this quick introduction of what reputation management is. Either way, you can look it up online. You will find many content on it. Thank you very much.